Today I'm going to be reviewing two paddle boards from Aqua Marina. The Magma, which is a 10x10 paddle board that's designed for all round and a little bit of small surf and white water. That's what Jack is getting onto. And the Race, and that is Aqua Marina's fastest sort of racing and touring paddle board. Both these boards are inflatable paddle boards and take about 10-15 minutes of continuous pumping with the hand pump that's supplied with them. Jack here on the Magma on the right there, this is his first time on a inflatable paddle board and on a paddle board in general. So it's taken him, so basically I wanted to ease him in, so 10 minutes just paddling on his knees, and I'm encouraging him now to stand up, and he's taking his time, getting a good center of balance on the board, slowly standing up with a wide stance, hands on the paddle spread across the board there. Yep, he just bends his knees there just in case he feels a bit wobbly. And then basically once you're up, you want to just paddle along, and basically by paddling it stabilizes you. It's another point of contact having the paddle in the water. So there you go, so Jack's been paddling for maybe 20 minutes now. He's building his confidence up and paddling really strong. The Magma is a really great first time beginner's board. It's very forgiving. It's very stable, so it allows a bit of wobble there. You can see Jack's a little bit wobbly, but he's not falling off. And being 10x10, it's not overly long, so it makes it quite maneuverable. So you can turn quite easily. It packs away the smallest out of all the boards I've tested. What makes this different than last year's model, which is the Fusion, very similar board, is that this has a tail or kick pad on the back of the paddleboard, and that adds an extra level of maneuverability. Here we go, having a bit of lunch. So basically we're on the Thames, and that's travelling from west of Oxford towards Oxford itself, and this bit of river is perfect for a beginner. Very flat, very calm, very little in the way of current. It's quite easy to paddle up and down the river. The board that I'm on, just going into the bridge there, is the Aqua Marina Race. This is a 28-inch wide board, but it's 14 feet long. The extra length and the narrower profile allows the board to be faster. So it will track in a straighter line, and the straighter the line the board travels in, the more paddle strokes that you can get in, and thus the faster it will go. Being narrower at 28 inches, it makes there's a slightly less surface area on the board, which will make it faster as well. So the less surface area the board has, the longer it is, and the straighter it travels, makes it a very fast paddleboard. Jack's on the Aqua Marina Magma on the right there of the picture. There's me on the left on the Race. And later on we'll have a quick race, but it is an unfair race because Jack's only been on the board a while, and I've obviously had quite a bit of experience on a board. Here we go, travelling along the River Thames, and you'll see some lovely scenery on the way. So we're just about to pass under a really lovely wooden footbridge. So basically, the Aqua Marina Race is fantastic at touring. It's very stable. I thought it would be very unstable because of its narrow design, but the 2 inches that you lose really don't make a difference. It's really stable still. I really enjoy that paddleboard. There is a little bit of flex in it, but it is 14 feet long, so that is to be expected slightly. But that doesn't really have any effect in the performance. You can really paddle hard and it still travels really straight and true. It's me manoeuvring the board into the shoreline, trying to jump off onto the shore there, onto the landing area. Right, Jack's going to make a little beginner's mistake here. So normally you would put a stroke in just to get the turn in, and then you'd backstroke on the opposite side to sort of spin round on the point to pivot in position as such, but he's paddling on one side only and he's just gaining speed and crashing into the reeds. But these boards are very strong. Once Jack's got himself out of the reeds and he's paddled up ahead, I then challenged him to a race to the bridge. I gave him a good head start, so now, as you can see, I'm paddling to catch up with him. And basically, this is where you see the difference between the two boards. I'm able to put in 14 paddle strokes on one side before switching to the other side to straighten the board up again. That is a lot of strokes onto one side, and that's able to build up a lot of speed, because when you swap sides, that's when you slow down, and that's when you're going to lose a race. So the more strokes you can put in one side before having to change direction is really good. Here you go. Here's Jack on the Magma. So he's only able to put in 4 strokes before having just changed sides because he's changing direction too much, and having to put another 4 strokes in. So every time he has a break between strokes, I'm able to catch up and close the distance between us. Highly recommended, really solid, fantastic boards. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.